Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
What's going on, everybody?
We are back to talk one of our favorites. This is Southern Charm, season 9, episode 13, called Choppy Waters. Make sure you're subscribed here and on TikTok. We cover everything and anything reality TV. The TikTok has exclusive content that we don't do on YouTube. Brian, they are still in Jamaica. I love that, like, there was so much that happened on this vacation that this is stretched out into so many episodes. I really enjoy it. We left off with the Austen, maybe with the Shep and
Great.
Craig fight, with Shep's comments trying to like goad in Austen. And I'm not surprised, that I'm glad that it didn't turn into a more serious thing. Craig again has really, we say this all the time, but like super mature, dude. Like he's like, he's not mad at me. Shep's mad at Austen, mad at himself, and doesn't know how to deal with his anger. So like, I don't really care. It's not affecting my life. Like, I'm on this vacation. It's my vacation. So um, but Shep went through. There was people making fun of Shep. There was the Shep argument again at the end of the episode. We finally say maybe, and I don't really agree. I don't think, like Craig's comment saying that they finally fought it out. I don't think it's fully out there.
No, definitely not.
They don't. Shep does not forgive Austen, and Austen it does actually think that he shouldn't be have his balls broken anymore about it. So like they shouldn't be friends, Brian. They shouldn't be friends.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing keeping there is the money in the show. Yeah, I think like the big thing is when Austin slipped up and said fucked.
Oh, I have 1 star on my notes,
Yeah.
and that's that
That is,
comment.
I
So we're
think
gonna
that's
get
like
into
the,
that.
I think that Shep will like remember that maybe when he's not drunk tomorrow, that or like tomorrow in the show, not like tomorrow or tomorrow. But I think when somebody says it to him again, that's when we're going to probably, it'll really blow up and hopefully like spill into the reunion.
I was f when we ing
Yeah.
kissed. Like it was like, oh, dude. And I mean, I wrote on here like the M in MVP stands for Madison, because Madison is
Yeah.
just so quick
She's
and
awesome.
sharp and on it. And like she laughs at herself for the fact that like she was with Austen. We talk
Mm.
about like people out of, like, she is so funny. She,
Yeah,
even
she's great.
her line at the end where she went what he called her, a bored housewife. He called her once and she didn't respond to it. And in his head, it's like, oh, she didn't hear my really sharp dig. Let me make sure I call her a bored housewife again. And she goes, a bored housewife, Austen. If that's all you have, goodbye. Lights out. And then when Olivia starts teasing him, he earmuffs her. It's like, these dudes are so, like, Austen actually thinks it's like they need to stop like bothering him about this.
Yeah, it's kind of the more I watch this, I mean, we've watched so much of the show. The more I watch these guys, they can't handle any like adversity whatsoever or any like heat on their back. They just fold like a chair.
I mean, the impression that they were doing of Shep on the bus
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
was spot on. We're all friends, we're all good, we're having a good time. Tap my foot, and then it cuts to him literally trying to do that. It's just the softest placating. Let's just bury this. And then, frankly, again, and I'm going to keep bringing this up, the simp of all simps, JT. And when Madison and them are cooking him, saying like, "Oh, good guy, you're honorable," it's like, dude, you. And then he's texting Taylor the next morning where he's like, you need to be nice to her, and this is traumatic. The next morning, you're texting, you want to go to the beach? It's like, and I love how she's like, I wish I could have feelings for him. Just like
I
saying,
really want them to kiss though, so it pisses Shep off. I
she's not, I don't
really
think but like her saying that already proves that like she would never even do that. Like she just,
dude, she sent a nude to what's his face? Whitney.
first of all,
Anything is
Whitney
possible with her.
is a gazillionaire. Whitney is like, if you're going to shoot up and try to send dirty pics and maybe
Dude,
get
he's
picked
so
up, like,
bougie though. He's so extra. It's like
I don't care.
I
I
need
think
to
he
get
plays it up
I
for
need
the
to get the
camera.
presidential suite.
I hate to, because he knows, but again,
I know.
old Whitney wouldn't play into that at all. Like he would get very embarrassed and wouldn't. He literally now, like, it just plays into who he is. He doesn't give a crap. He's just like,
He would just lie. He would just try to like deflect it, but now he just does it. But
he's so funny.
for your comments about Taylor, I don't think that Taylor wouldn't do that because she just does stuff this episode where she had a confessional where she said, I don't even remember exactly what she said, but she said something. I was like, you're wrong, and like the way that you're thinking about that is crazy to me. I think it was like, oh, why is Olivia still so mad at me? Something like that. Like I don't remember if it was along
Yeah,
the
yeah.
lines of
No,
that.
it's like, what do you mean, dude? That's like, He's like, oh, because he's like, well, she's texting me nice things, and then like the next other thing comes out, she wants to be mad. Like, it's like he's basically saying she's having selective outrage. It's like, no, dude, like this is what happens. It was in your circle, and now it's national. It is way different now. Way different that coming out on a show like 6 to 8 months later, where I've had plenty of time to get ready for this to be public, to, oh, while we're still recording this now, everyone already knows
Mhm.
for months and months ahead of this show coming out, this season coming out, what's happening. And it's
Yeah,
embarrassing and it's
yeah,
gross. And it makes me look like an idiot, like all of you. And forever, like she had kind of stayed out of that while she's been on this show. She's never been in one of their slop situations, and now you're in a slop situation. And her brother just passed away a few months prior. It's unneeded for the family too. I'm sure there's a lot of that in her head too. Like, it's my mom and dad and family need to be dealing and hearing about this, and like just having to answer questions. So like it
right,
sucks. It's just not.
yeah.
Everything should be about like mourning, or be about just trying to live a normal life without having to answer questions about like something embarrassing or tough. It just sucks. And honestly, I wish someone like Craig or anyone would just like hit us. I mean, even a Shep with like, what do you do?
I'm glad you said that because I'm hoping that we see Paige one more time for the reunion because when Craig told Paige that what Shep was saying, I think she's going to come with the guns blazing. I think she doesn't
No.
take that stuff. So as a
Paige, yeah, I
northerner,
wrote
as a
Paige shades
northerner,
the pheasants.
yeah. And she's like that party sucked. I was like yes,
I went to his weird, he said I went to his weird pheasant party.
yeah, yeah.
It's
I'm
true.
hoping
Like,
that
she's never like pouted on Southern Charm. She's never made a fit on a Southern Charm recording ever. Like,
yeah, but
maybe.
Craig has done a ton on Summer House, but I would like to
No, no,
her.
no. I'm saying, no, I'm not even including her. I'm saying on a Southern Charm
Oh
episode,
yeah,
she's
yeah.
never caused the problem.
Well, I'm saying that she has a couple that she can. She has a couple that she can like a. They have a foul to give. She has a foul to give.
I'm saying, like, anything that happens on Summer House has nothing to do. I mean, it does for them, but like as far as like a viewer on that, she's in the good. She's been transparent, and he was transparent tonight. He's like, yeah, if she doesn't eventually move, we will break up. Like, that's just like a normal adult thing.
Right.
Like, it's not
Yeah.
some like, and it was not some scandalous statement. Like, it's really not. And they're
No.
still together right now. So I mean.
Yeah. I was. Then somebody needs to dunk on Shep. That's not a dude in that circle. Is really what it is. And I mean, the only hope we have is really is Andy going to ask the questions in the reunion. That's really our only hope.
Andy always asks the questions in the reunion.
Help
It'll be
me,
good.
Andy. You're my only hope.
It's interesting about that reunion though, like, and then maybe it was just like more unique to Vanderpump, but like when the Vanderpump reunion filmed, we knew everything that was said, minus the quick Rachel interview at the end. Nothing has come out from mine, like, and I don't look for the spoilers, but I'm on TikTok and I post only reality TV stuff right on our account, so it's what comes up in our feed. I haven't seen nothing about like like, we saw obviously BravoCon was public. We got a lot of the BravoCon stuff. Nothing from that reunion is leaked yet. Like,
I just wonder if
widespread.
Vanderpump was just so above everything else that
They started
maybe,
releasing scenes for Vanderpump already.
yeah,
I
I
hate
think
when they do that. I
they
hate when
were
they start releasing
living
the
in
whole
the hype.
first episode will be on TikTok before it even comes out.
Yeah, I think they were kind of living in the hype there of that scandal.
I
But
think we'll get some of the beginning intrigue and then we'll see. But I mean, the show is still going to be, people still going to want to talk about it and just hate talk and keep it going. But whatever. I mean, and then there'll be the people like, why isn't it canceled? Like, why would they cancel it? People have nothing else to do. I mean, that many great shows on Bravo. There's so many Housewives shows you can do. You know what I mean? I think besides that, dude, I'm just curious to like this whole arc of the season, right? I mean, this is a pretty big fight. Where do you conclude this season? Like, where is the dramatic arc? And they do like an arc. All seasons always have something that it leads to. It used to be like some kind of dinner party every season that like went bad, but like, where does this season end? Like, what is the resolution that we find out that like they admit to more than kissing? Does it come down to some kind of like big fight between him and, because how many times can they argue at the same thing? Like, I'm curious what the dramatic result of this season will be. I'm honestly have no idea.
so I wonder like whatever we Taylor says at the end of this episode,
Oh my gosh, we didn't even
and
mention
then
that. What is she doing? Someone needs to like. What the problem is now, Brian? She has no friends at the table besides Shep, who's pissed drunk. So it's like
in Austin.
a friend would grab her and be like, "Stop it." No, Austen, please. Austen is like, He will if he gets up. Please, how many people would snipe him to comments? He ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, but I mean that's her only allies, and those are awful, awful allies.
He doesn't care enough
So
about
I
them.
think like whatever she says next Thursday, and then maybe like an episode or two after that, and then I think we're done. Maybe like an attempt at a reconciliation, and then we end the season like, oh, I don't know if we're gonna be able to go where we're gonna go from here, and then reunion type of
Yeah,
shit.
we're
I
definitely
mean,
going to that show. We gotta buy our tickets like this week. We're going to that. We need to like both of us need to go up for questions and like line up like separately. But we need to make sure we have like some solid questions ready for them. We need to figure out
yeah,
what we're gonna ask. We'll get there. Um, love the season. It's been good. Um, make sure you're subscribed, like I mentioned earlier. If you are an avid follower of us, I jinxed ourselves about 4 or 5 episodes ago. There is about 10 reality TV shows coming in January and February. So it will not be a slow winter for us. It will be jam packed. A lot of our favorites: Vanderpump Rules, Love Island, Love Is Blind, Farmer Wants a Wife, The Bachelor. We will have Survivor also by the end of February. So a lot of awesome shows. And I promise in the new year, I am going to figure out a way to put our episodes out audioly. I'm thinking, Brian, probably something like if we release 2, 3 episodes in a day, I will like wait till the end of a day, and the next day I'll put them all together and just drop them like the day after on like Spotify. Like here's Farmers, Bachelor, and Amazing Race from last night. You know what I
yeah,
mean? That's your audio episode. Like we're not going to try to reinvent the wheel there. You know what I mean? It's just something. But our buddy Kyle, who is co-host a bunch of our shows, have been pushing for it. So maybe we'll lean on him, and he'll probably do it for us. Honestly, so I feel like that's probably the avenue to go. Check us out on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. You can find us. But for myself, Brian, everyone here at the Reality Guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace.